The wind howled through the empty streets of Willow Creek, a small, unassuming town where every Halloween carried a dark undertone. Children dressed as witches, superheroes, and ghosts scampered door to door, their laughter occasionally swallowed by the eerie rustle of leaves. But this year, something felt wrong. It started with the whispers. "Have you heard about Momo? They say she's back." The legend of Momo had haunted Willow Creek for decades. She was no ordinary ghost story. Momo was said to be a dark presence who appeared on Halloween night, answering the call of those who dared summon her. The ritual was simple, yet chilling. Write Momo on a slip of paper, place it in a jack-o'-lantern, and whisper 3 times, "Trick or treat, Momo, come to me." Most dismissed it as a prank, but every so often someone would go missing, their disappearance shrouded in silence and fear. This year, a group of teenagers decided to tempt fate. Jamie, the ringleader, was the kind of person who thrived on dares and danger. Her best friend, Mia, was more cautious, but hated being left out. Rounding out the group were Alex, a skeptic who laughed in the face of superstition, and Eric, who secretly loved the thrill of urban legends. "We're doing it tonight," Jamie declared, her eyes gleaming with mischief as they huddled in the dimly lit park. "Why?" Mia asked, shivering despite her thick hoodie. "What if it's real?" "It's not," Alex scoffed. "Come on, Mia. It's just a stupid story to keep kids from staying out too late." "Eric, you in?" Jamie asked. Eric hesitated but nodded. "Yeah, let's do it. It'll make for a great story." The group made their way to the old Carter house, an abandoned Victorian mansion on the edge of town. Its broken windows and sagging porch made it the perfect setting for their ritual. Inside, the air was thick with decay, the scent of mildew mixing with something metallic and sour. They placed a pumpkin in the center of the living room, its carved face illuminated by a single flickering candle. Jamie handed out slips of paper, and each of them reluctantly wrote, "Momo." "Ready?" Jamie asked, her voice steady despite the goosebumps crawling up her arms. They nodded. In unison, they whispered, "Trick or treat, Momo, come to me." For a moment, nothing happened. The silence was deafening, broken only by the creak of the wind outside. Mia let out a nervous laugh. "See? Nothing. Let's just—" The candle's flame sputtered, plunging the room into darkness. A low, guttural sound echoed through the house, like a breath drawn from the depths of the earth. The group froze. "What was that?" Alex whispered. The door slammed shut, the sound reverberating through the house. Jamie's phone flashlight flickered to life, casting long, sinister shadows on the peeling wallpaper. In the corner of the room stood a figure, impossibly tall and grotesquely thin. Her head was too large for her body, her face stretched into a twisted grin. Momo. Momo didn't move, but her dark, unblinking eyes seemed to bore into each of them. Jamie's breath hitched as she stumbled backward, knocking over the pumpkin. He turned a corner and found himself in the kitchen. The air was heavy with the stench of rotting food. He grabbed a knife from the counter, clutching it tightly as he backed into a corner. "Stay away," he whispered, his voice shaking. The lights flickered, and Momo appeared in the doorway, her twisted smile growing wider. She tilted her head, her neck making a sickening crack. Eric lunged at her with the knife, but she moved faster than humanly possible, her long, claw-like fingers closing around his wrist. The knife clattered to the floor as Eric's screams echoed through the house. Jamie and Alex managed to find each other in the basement, a cold, damp space filled with rusted tools and broken furniture. Jamie's flashlight illuminated a narrow staircase leading to what looked like a storm cellar door. "That's our way out," Alex said, his voice strained. They scrambled up the steps, pushing against the heavy door. It didn't budge. Jamie's flashlight flickered and died, plunging them into darkness. "No, no, no," Jamie muttered, shaking the flashlight. A soft chuckle echoed through the basement. "Jamie? Alex?" Momo's voice sang, her tone playful and chilling. The sound of footsteps approached, slow and deliberate. Alex grabbed a broken chair leg, ready to defend himself, but Momo was already there. Her impossibly long arms reached out, pulling him into the shadows. Jamie's screams mingled with Alex's as the darkness swallowed them both. Hours later, the police arrived, responding to a neighbor's report of strange noises from the Carter house. They found no trace of the teenagers, only the shattered remains of a pumpkin and a single slip of paper with the word Momo scrawled on it. The legend of Momo lived on, and Willow Creek would never forget the Halloween when 4 brave teenagers learned the hard way that some legends are better left undisturbed. Did this story send chills down your spine? Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Dine with Demon for more spine-tingling tales. And remember, some dares are better left unspoken. Trick or treat, my friends. Or maybe not.